Hey you guys, what's up? This is Brandon and I wanted to do a review of The Office Season 7. Now Season 7, not one of my favorites, but it is notable for one thing, and that is for Michael leaving the show. Now he doesn't leave the show till towards the end of Season 7, but this, I don't know if his contract was up or if he was going to go do other things. But Michael ended up leaving the show towards the end of this season, so it's a notable season for that reason. And it's also a notable season because of Michael coming back, or Holly Flax coming back, and Michael reuniting with Holly, because in the previous seasons Holly had been dating AJ. She didn't want anything to do with Michael anymore, and Michael, still had feelings for Holly. Toby had to go off and do something for jury duty, so for a temporary replacement for AJ, they brought Holly back to the Scranton branch for Michael. And at first, she's still with AJ and all this stuff, but they eventually end up getting together, Michael and Holly, and end up getting engaged and end up getting married, or going to get married, and Michael ends up leaving to Colorado because Holly's father is, not doing so well, so she wants to be with him before he has to, before he's on his deathbed. So that's the reason on storyline Michael's leaving the show. And it's just a whole bunch of Michael and Holly stuff. Towards the beginning of it, there's like the christening, which is, they have the christening of the baby, and Jim loses the baby. We have wolf.com, which is Ryan's little side plot where he creates wolf.com, where all your social medias can be linked together, so you get them all at one time, so you don't miss a post or anything like that. And then people end up starting to invest in that. What else do we have for season 7? Season 7, I'm trying to think. Oh yeah, Aaron and Andy are together in season 7, and I love Aaron and Andy together. And it's about time they got together, because I think they were for a little while, and then she ended up dating Gabe, which they didn't really explain why she went from Andy to Gabe. She just kind of went to Gabe, which I don't think they really explained that too much in the show. But she ended up dating him for a while. Their relationship was horrible. So then she goes back to Andy, and Gabe doesn't like it. He thinks Andy's sole responsible for ruining the relationship that he had with Aaron. It's nobody likes Gabe anyways. But so season 7, it was okay. It was a lot of Michael and Holly reuniting kind of stuff, which is great. Michael's send-off, which was very good, very heartwarming. It was also the introduction of Will Ferrell as D'Angelo Vickers. I'm sorry if you hear a dog barking outside. Someone can't control their dog. So it's also the introduction of D'Angelo Vickers, played by Will Ferrell. He replaces Michael Scott. He's my least favorite boss of the show. I mean, he wasn't that great, and I'm not a huge Will Ferrell fan. You couldn't understand the guy, what he wanted out of the branch. He was going back and forth. He liked Jim, then he didn't like Jim. He liked Cece, then he didn't like Cece. There's all this kind of weird stuff. His management style was weird. Didn't really like him that much. One of my least favorite bosses of Dunder Mifflin. And then he ends up getting in some kind of accident. So towards the very end of season 7, they have to do a search committee and search for the new boss of Dunder Mifflin. And they go through all these celebrities. They go through, Ray Romano, Jim Carrey, some other guy, I forget what his name is, but they go through Jim Carrey actually shows up for a split second in the show, saying that he was interviewed for the spot at Dunder Mifflin. That would have been awesome. But season 7 is a very interesting one. I will give season 7, I'll give it a B. Wasn't a bad season. But then, now season 8, we're getting into the seasons after Michael left, but that'll be for another time. So, season 7, I'll give it a B. I'll give it a B minus, actually. A B minus. If you've seen The Office season 7, please let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Also, if this is your first time viewing, please click that subscribe button for more. This is Brandon. Thanks for watching. Peace.